to episode 18 of The Mom Game. I'm Emily Jones. She is Julie Dobbs. We're no longer a minor. We're ready to move out of the house.
We can buy cigarettes.
Yeah, we can buy cigarettes, smoke it up. Not sure what other nefarious deeds we can do.
Rent a car?
No. Hell no. You can't rent a car at 18.
You can't? Okay.
I don't think so.
19?
I think you'd be like 25.
Okay, well,
Okay,
whatever.
anyway.
25.
Anyway, we've hit our 18th episode, which is kind of a big deal for us.
We're cruising through it.
Absolutely. And because it is such a special podcast, we have a very special guest and or guests.
Yes.
Plural.
Yes. Yeah. So we can bring in our guests now. We have Tyler Seguin joining the show and his beautiful girlfriend, Kate Kirchhoff. Kate, I wanted to join us today to talk about all kinds of things. First of all, hello to both of you guys. How are y'all doing?
Hi.
Good. How are you?
We are good. We're good. So Tyler, just like everybody, has been quarantining now for quite a while. The hockey season went on pause 4 months ago. Isn't that insane?
How many days, Tyler? Not that you're keeping track.
109.
109. So I've been following you guys in some of y'all's activities via social media, and it looks like, Kate, you're living with Tyler, at least for all of this, and you guys have been doing a lot of different things to kind of create some entertainment for yourself. Can you take us through what this time period has been like for you guys?
Yeah, well, it's been really different because usually he's training at practice, doing so much during the day, and I'm usually in classes all day. But I just graduated, and we've yet to have a graduation ceremony, but it will be coming. So we've had most days together after he's done training in the morning. So we've had a lot of activities and stuff around the house that we've been doing. But I moved in a few weeks ago, so we've been changing some rooms in the house.
Big deal.
That is a big deal. Congrats, you guys.
Yeah.
Where's the balloon?
It is.
Putting a
That's
woman's
awesome.
touch, I guess you could say.
Okay,
We've redone 2 rooms.
Okay.
That's a lot.
I want to know, how long were you guys dating before quarantine hit? And was this kind of like, oh, this is going to make us or break us?
Well, we didn't say that out loud. We've been dating a year and a half now.
Okay. And so, Kate, when you moved into this, bachelor pad, where did you start? What did you want to do to the house? And tell us about some of the projects and I'm guessing, remodeling a little bit, redecorating.
It's not a bachelor pad.
It's definitely not a bachelor
Not
pad.
anymore.
I just say that for anybody that lives alone that's a dude. I'm not calling your house like a bachelor pad.
Tyler moved last November, so this house is definitely more of like a home, not so much a bachelor pad. But I guess the first thing we started to do was when quarantine really hit. I downloaded TikTok, and we were watching all these DIY videos.
Is that what they were called?
Yeah, like the home improvement hashtag and stuff like that. So. 2 of the bedrooms upstairs were actually a pink and a blue for like a girl and boy,
Right.
little kids.
You're not quite there yet.
Yeah, we thought that we'd change them to guest rooms. So Tyler actually started using the nail gun, and we cut some wood, and we did an accent wall, and we repainted, and we caulked it all.
She has to say that slower. We did an accent wall.
An accent wall.
So we had to get the wood, and we had to she had to measure it. I'm not very good at carrying the 2 or any math. So we measured all of it, and then we put it on the wall, and it was a process, but it turned out great.
And I don't even know that I know what an accent wall is.
Just one
looks
wall.
like a garage almost, like all the squares.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we did one in Ryder's room before he was born. That's the only thing, house project Kelly and I have ever done together. We painted that one wall, and we were so proud of it.
Yeah.
That was his accent wall in his baby room. So
Tyler is so good at painting.
Is he?
He's really good. I will do the first coat and kind of, get the corners, and it's a little messy, but he makes it look perfect.
Wow, it's that perfectionist in him comes out when he's painting a wall even.
It's just how I have to be because she's the perfectionist. So
You don't want to have to deal with it later?
Yeah, pretty much.
Have you tried painting any pictures, Tyler, or just walls? Could you paint us a nice animal with a little kid running around a meadow,
No.
anything like that?
No, I'm just good with the roller.
The roller.
And getting a lot of paint on
I got
me.
good technique and hitting the ceiling a couple times too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how about just as far as staying in shape? I mean, for both of you guys, Kate, I imagine that's important to you too. But what have you guys been doing to stay in shape? I know you converted the tennis court into a hockey rink, maybe some rollerblading. What's been going on there?
We put together so many hockey goals, or
Hockey
should
nets.
I say?
You did.
Oh, well, the same thing, right?
So right when all this stuff happened, we took off to Bahamas. I have a place out in Bahamas, so we were there for 3 weeks, probably 3 weeks. So I was on Amazon. I started ordering a bunch of stuff for Dallas. Like obviously I couldn't go to the rink, so I needed some hockey nets and pucks and everything. And when I was ordering things, a lot of them weren't saying they were going through or that they would arrive on such a future date, and they kept getting pushed back. So I kept ordering them. So we ended up having, I think, 6 hockey nets here.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, did you
There's a
return
bunch
them?
still, and workout equipment and everything. So they're all still sitting in the garage. So then I decided one day when we got back, I started putting together a hockey net. And I was out there for probably 40 minutes, trying to design this thing. And she walked out and said, "Do you want some help, babe?" So I had her come help, and she ended up doing a couple more things. And
This is the thing about men, though. I mean, the instruction manual is on the ground right there, right?
Yep, they don't
And
want to look.
I look at him like, "Did you use this yet?" And he's like, "Well, no, I was just gonna put it together."
Yeah. Just
Why are
figure
you
it
all
out.
the same, Tyler? Why do you all do that? Every single one of
Because
you.
we think we can do it by ourselves. I don't know.
And then then we have to end up doing it, and we've got to read the freaking instruction manual, which sucks.
But then she has something to do when I'm gone training.
Oh,
She's done school and stuff, so I need to find her hobbies as well, so
There you
that I'm not just the hobby, and I can kind of do something too.
Now,
So-
until I can work and stuff.
I get it.
assembly.
Kate, what are your goals? What kind of job are you looking for once you get into the working world?
I'm really interested in healthcare marketing. That's my dream job. That's what I want to get into. Throughout college, I took all the prereqs for med school, and I spent some time at a hospital in Spain. But I actually got a degree in the business school. So I wanted to combine business and healthcare, and that was my way of doing it. So marketing's really interesting to me, and hopefully once this quarantine is a little bit better and I don't need to worry about going outside and all that, I can really start working and stop doing so many little hobbies and stuff like that.
Right.
Okay, so this is making me a little bit crazy. So are all the extra nets, like you're just going to hang on to them? Are you going to return them? What's happening here?
Or we're gonna sell them at some point, I think. We have like a list of things around the house too that we've like taken from rooms and said, okay, this is gonna go on the Facebook selling page or whatever. And Kate does it for a day and then puts it to maybe do in a couple weeks.
That's not true.
So every room's piled up right now, but at some point things will get sold. We don't need 6 hockey nets. If the rider needs one, we'll send one.
There we go.
Oh, Ryder could always use one.
There we go.
We have 2 that aren't made yet.
So you've got multiple assembled hockey nets. Oh wow.
Well, we have a tennis court, right? So I have them set up out there. I spray painted Bish and Kidobin's numbers on them as well. So I'm pretending like they were there. But now we're all back at the rink, obviously, and skating. So
Okay, so if you do post them on Facebook, can we record when the people come to pick them up and you go deliver the hockey net? No big deal.
Really
Sounds good.
Okay, one more question. I hope this is okay. How did you guys meet?
Take it. Take it.
I don't.
We met in person at a concert.
Okay.
Okay.
I feel like there's some backstory there, but I'm not going to pry.
Yeah, I mean, I'm ready to tell it if you want me to.
Okay.
She was messaging me on Instagram.
Oh, nice. Good for you, girl.
Yeah, no kidding.
She was actually she's aggressive when she wants me, she goes after it, and she did. But
As it should be. Good for you.
Telling people that we met on Instagram.
It's so like.
She wants me to say like I was walking a dog and she was doing yoga in the
Oh,
park.
no.
And it was just love at first sight in the park.
I actually asked him, the first message I ever sent him, I think, was, do you want to go on an hot air balloon date?
Oh, that's precious. Did you do it yet?
Not yet.
And I didn't even respond to her for a couple months. This girl's crazy.
I love that. I love the creativity there.
I do too.
I feel like that is also something you could do in quarantine because you're not around anybody in a hot air balloon. So you guys could, you probably wouldn't even have to wear a mask in the hot air balloon, right?
We would still wear a mask.
We would still do it.
Oh, that's good. Good
And
for you guys.
So careful.
Very safe.
Yeah. Well, that kind of transitions us back to hockey. And I know all of you guys right now are being so safe because the goal right now is just to get in the door, start working out, and eventually start the season. Tyler, how are you feeling about all of this? Are you excited? Are you nervous? Where are your emotions right now?
Yeah, they're kind of everywhere. So they have been staying ready. Times like this, all you can do is control what you can control, and I've been doing that. I think all the players in the team have been doing that. But I'm also nervous. I'm nervous of how the world is right now with this pandemic. What effects we'll have if we get it. Then people that have underlying health conditions, like people involved with our team. I worry for their safety. So there's a lot of things that need to still happen here in the next week or two. And when it's official and we're playing is when I'll fully believe it.
Tyler, you were, I was really, I don't want to say impressed because I don't think that's the right word. I thought the message that you put out, with the Black Lives Matter movement and kind of the social unrest that's been going on was so incredibly authentic, and it was very heartfelt. I think a lot of times we see athletes that will rely on, an agent or a third party to kind of craft a statement for them regarding something. That did not appear to be the case with you. Where did that come from as far as you're not from here. But you said you want to learn so much. I guess take me through the last couple of months, just how you've kind of processed everything, not being an outsider, but kind of having a different perspective.
Yeah, that day started with me kind of putting together it in my notes, and then I came home and I started talking to Kate about it. And we went over some grammar as well that she did help me with, some of the words that I had spelled wrong. But for me, it just hit me because I was seeing all this happen, and my feelings were that it really wasn't my business. That was my honest, truth to myself was that this isn't my business. I'm white, I'm Canadian, I play hockey. This has nothing to do with me. And, I realized that was part of the problem in the world right now, was that there wasn't accountability in how we act and how we are and how we think. So, I wanted to be vulnerable and use my platform, however small it is, and make a difference. And now it's about actions and taking those next steps.
And you actually went out to one of the rallies or protests. What was that experience like for you? And Kate, did you go out there too?
I didn't.
It was powerful. It was eye-opening. It was 105 degrees in Texas, and we're sitting on this pavement, and it's a silent protest. And I'm sweating. I'm looking around, and no one's moving a muscle. Everyone's just being present. And then this black lady stands up. She must have been 24, 25. She was younger, mid-20s, and gave this speech that blew me away. Talking about even just CNN, talking about that. I was watching CNN for a few days before that, and seeing the riots and seeing all the destruction. And she's saying, CNN's only showing that. They're not showing the message. She was leaving the protest one day, and there a couple people walked by her and said, "Why are you leaving now? The fun's about to begin." And she said, this isn't the message we want. No, which is the rioting, which is the destruction. The message is the message. And, I really took that to heart, and it made a difference on me. It made an impact.
And also too, I feel like, with social media and everything like that, there's when you open yourself up like that, you open yourself up to people not agreeing with you, criticizing you. What has been the response that you received?
Pretty positive. Some negative comments, but pretty positive. And, now I'm like everyone else, and it's, what are we going to do about it? Julie, I think, we work with St. Philip's School here, this last year or two, and that's underprivileged Black kids, and it's going to be the next step with that. And then there's something that's going to be coming out in the league through PK Subban and some of the other players that's not public yet, that I'm on board with as well. So there's going to be some changes and hopefully some progress, and hopefully we can all make a difference.
That's awesome. Good for you. Just so much respect for you for doing that. Like, I know I was, like everybody, was feeling really emotional during that time and trying to read everything you can and just thinking about yourself and what you can do. But I didn't get my butt out to a protest, So just the fact that you did that, like, especially in the heat. I mean, that just says a lot about both of you guys, you know, because Kate, I know you were right there with him, probably with that same line of thinking, and just trying to make a difference in all of that. So props to you. And I'm excited that you are so excited to keep it going and have it just not be a one-time thing. I have to address, or Emily has to address this water bottle. Tyler, I know you can't see him. We did like 10 minutes of our last show of me giving her hell because this water bottle is so ridiculous. Let's just talk about it.
So you picked yours up and I was like, oh my gosh, we're water bottle buddies. Like, this is so awesome. I got mine last week and people have been killing me. Well, I mean, people have been interested in it. Like, where did you get it? Like, I posted on social media, but Julie was like, that's absolutely freaking ridiculous. And I was like, but it's so, like, it really does work. I mean, it's giant.
At the beginning of quarantine, Tyler made me one because I do not drink enough water at all. And it was awesome. It was like, great job, babe. You're almost there. Keep it up. And he wrote it out on like the Poland Spring bottle. But we found these online, and mine's bigger and pink. But they're awesome. They really do drink.
I know.
I will say there's probably 6 or 7 other Dallas Stars now that
really.
We all got them. It just helps you. It's not even so much about the messaging. It just helps you remember.
All the cool kids are doing it.
Do you like buckle it into a seatbelt in the passenger seat next to you? I mean, that's not going in any cup holder.
Everyone now just walking around games with a massive bottle.
Do you have a strap on yours? I have a strap where I can put it on my wrist.
He doesn't just drink one though. He'll drink like 2 or 3 of those.
Yeah, if I drink, I'm usually at about 1.5.
I'm around 2 to 3 a day.
Yeah, but I love it. I got mine on Amazon.
Yeah.
But Julie and I talked about, we could have one for wine. That's like,
it gives you your warning.
Not quite so big. It's like, after 1 glass, it's like, don't text the ex. And after like 2, it's like, stay off Twitter. 3
like,
is
watch out. You're going to feel like shit tomorrow.
Exactly. Like, you might want to stop if you don't want to puke, all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
That would be a good one.
Yes. And so Tyler, just a couple more questions about hockey and then maybe 1 or 2 to round things out, and we'll let you guys go back to your projects or whatever you have going on today. And so we're talking about getting the season going again. What are you thinking about this whole bubble concept? First of all, Tyler and Kate, what do you think about him leaving for so long? I know I'm struggling with it a little bit as well.
She's pumped.
Honestly, he has been working his ass off to get to this point. So
yeah,
I will be excited for him and excited for the team. They have been working so hard, waking up every single morning, 6 a.m. And
You're telling everyone our secrets.
Sorry, they have not been working hard.
They don't care.
But I think it'll be great for them if it does happen. They've been waiting for this moment.
Yeah. Tyler, how are you feeling about taking off and going into what they're calling a bubble? Kind of not seeing anybody else, but just focusing on hockey and trying to stay safe.
Yeah, the same thing as before. I'm excited and, a little nervous. I want to see the safety protocols of the bubble and what it all entails. And is it this Olympic Village, or even where is it? It changes every other day. It's so fluid, everything with it. But as far as the hockey side, I thought that, being a Dallas Star now for my 7 years, this is the best team we've had. Mm-hmm. We've gone through so much adversity this year. I know that's a cliche thing to say, but, we were 0-7 to start. We lost a coach halfway through the year. That wasn't even related to winning or losing games. Right. There's just adversity that our team went through that the best teams at the end of the day that win championships have gone through those things or similar things. So I loved our team. It was unfortunate how everything happened and where we are, but I love the opportunity. It's my 10th year now. You only get so many chances to win a Stanley Cup, and so hopefully we play, but hopefully it's done right.
So when you guys go, and forgive me, I've been trying to keep up with wild ass baseball, trying to get back to work. With hockey, and when you guys go to the bubble, is it a +1 or is it just you?
It's just us, just me.
Okay.
They're talking. Well, I know NBA started talking about maybe conference finals, having family come down, or a significant other. I'm not sure, but hockey, I've heard of. Just us right now. Okay. So most players that are back in town or coming back in town are coming back by themselves.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I just hope that for the sake of everybody, they get it figured out. You guys feel safe doing it, and we can watch the Dallas Stars go on this playoff run we've been waiting for a long time, and hopefully have a really good little bubble playoff season then regroup, get rid of COVID, come back next
Yep.
season. How's that sound?
Sounds great.
And lastly, we are going to talk just a little bit once we let you guys go about youth sports and kids getting into sports, because this is the mom game. So we do talk about some mom things. And Tyler, I have to let you know that Ryder just started baseball, and he now is officially 91 in baseball, just as he is in soccer. So he's the only one with like the giant number out there. The rest of them are like 1 through 10. And he's 91, and he said to tell you hi and that he's excited to watch you play hockey again. But for any moms that are like in the thick of it with kids and youth sports and just trying to get your kids not only enthusiastic about going, but wanting to continue it, like what kind of advice would you give moms who are maybe just starting out with kids, whether it's hockey, baseball, whatever? Like, what's that line between having fun and then like, you know, you don't like not forcing your kids to play, but wanting your kids to succeed at what they're doing?
Yeah, I think, on one hand, just listen to them. And on the other hand, know that if this is something they want to do, especially professionally, you're the reason why we're going to be where we are. My mother's the reason, my father as well, but my father works like most, men do. My mom, stay-at-home mom. And she did a lot of the dirty work. She was up driving me everywhere at 5, 6 in the morning and taking me on my late night games on weekends. And she's the reason why I'm here where I am today, doing something I love as a job. So I guess listen to your kids, but also you got to push them and make the sacrifices for them to be where we are.
That's awesome. That's really good advice.
Great
Okay,
stuff.
you have anything else?
No,
or
that's
should
all.
we-
Thank you guys so much for
let
joining
them
us.
go?
Y'all are adorable.
are.
Best of luck, Tyler, getting back to hockey. And Kate, best of luck in your job search.
Yes.
For sure.
Thank you so much. Say hi
Yeah.
to Ryder.
Thanks,
We will. Thank y'all for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
So much fun having Tyler and Kate on. We thank them once again for being with us. And as we transition into a little more mom game talk, we want to remind you that today's episode is brought to you by Cowden Cosmetic Dentistry. As Texas continues to open back up, don't forget that Dr. Anna Cowden and her staff can now handle all of your dental needs. Cowden Dentistry can even handle your cosmetic dental needs. Have you put off those exams or cleanings? Book an appointment now for a limited time. New patients will receive a free sonic toothbrush. I just started using mine over the weekend.
Yeah, what do you think?
It's amazing. And no matter what procedure you need, your comfort, safety, and the safety of the staff will be their primary concern. So call Cowden Cosmetic Dentistry at 972-380-6223, or you can email them at info@cowdencosmeticdentistry.com. All right, Jules. So we talked to Tyler Seguin a little bit about, youth sports in general,
Yep.
hockey, his love life, his adorable girlfriend,
Yeah,
Kate.
she's precious.
She's adorable.
She's a keeper, Tyler.
For sure. And good for her for sliding in those DMs.
I
And-
know, right?
And I love how they're honest about it. Like he was like, I thought she was crazy at first. You know what I mean? Asking me to go on a hot air balloon ride. I totally appreciate that about people. I especially appreciate that about people who are in the public eye, because I feel like it's so easy to be guarded, and a lot of times for good reason.
Yep.
And to not have that guard up, and to be
And
pretty
that's what
transparent.
makes people love them more.
It's pretty cool.
Create more fans, all of that.
Yeah.
So Tyler's one of the best at that.
Yeah,
So
that was fun.
he didn't even have to do this, and he
No,
did.
that
So
was
just
super
like
fun.
all of the guys that have come on our show. Big thank you.
Yes, always. Okay, so over the weekend,
Yeah.
baseball's back.
Okay, so tell me about it. Did you have,
Not Major League Baseball, but Little League Baseball.
don't get too excited.
Yeah. So Henry's been practicing on a 9U. I thought it was 9U apparently. Baseball. I can't understand the whole Little League schedule, birthday, whatever.
Right.
But it's a 9U baseball team. They've practiced since the restrictions got lifted. They've been practicing a couple times a week, and then it culminated with a tournament at a place called Rocker Bee. It's a ranch outside, close to Possum Kingdom in
Awesome.
Grayford. This place is ridiculous.
Wow.
So it's got 2 fields, lights. You can play at night. There's a bar. You can have a margarita while you watch your kid play baseball.
Okay, this is ideal.
There's a swimming pool. So Hattie gets completely whipped by watching her brother play.
Yeah.
So she would go swim while Henry was playing.
Wow.
It was awesome.
That sounds great.
We did have one experience with a very overzealous umpire. However, we were able to power through, and they
Like
won their
was
little
there a
bracket
fight?
and had fun. There was an ejection of, didn't involve me, but there was an ejection, and we'll have to talk. We'll have to
Okay.
save that for later. Like
Yeah.
because there's a lot of crazy with youth sports.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, but this was like, I mean, these teams are, the older you get, like you're like, oh my gosh, this is Little League. Like, so there was, I looked up during one game and I was like, wait, are they announcing the names? And sure as shit, someone had brought a boombox with a microphone.
Where
and
do you
they
even
were,
get a boombox?
They
with a
were, I don't know,
microphone
but
these
a
days?
karaoke machine. I don't know.
Okay.
They were announcing the kids and be like, now up for the storm is, number 3, the right fielder. And I was like, are they, what's happening here?
Yeah, I would have been like jealous. I want one on my side too.
Really? See, I was like, oh, that I don't know. It was like, it made me feel a little uncomfortable. I was like, oh, that seems a little bit much.
Was
for
it just
Little
like a
League.
random parent, or was it like an official thing? Like
No,
they had
okay,
it
completely different.
like
story.
a Groobs type in the
No,
back.
no.
Or just
If you're playing at Dr. Pepper Ballpark,
Right.
or the whatever, what's it called at Little League, at Globe Life Park,
Yeah.
the little kids field.
Yeah.
I think it's Dr. Pepper Ballpark.
Well,
I should know that.
that's okay.
That's part of
so,
their
too.
thing. When you play there, there's a PA announcer,
right.
whatever.
Yeah.
Completely different.
Okay.
When you're bringing your boombox with the lot, I mean, it's like, and it's a lot. I mean, the moms they all have the shirts that
Oh, wow.
with the team name on it, and then their kid's name on the back. And,
Okay. See that's
the
the part of like youth sports that like scares me and
a lot.
intimidates
Yeah.
me.
Well, and so I'm not used to making these tournaments because usually I'm working. I
Right,
mean, in our
yeah.
little university Little League, which I love in Fort Worth, it's not. I mean, I don't guess it's it's just I don't know. It just is. Once you start playing like select or whatever this is, I don't even know what it is. Tournament. We just played in a tournament.
Yeah.
It's on kind of a different level.
I can't even imagine. So we're at the point, and this is like what I'm dealing with, and just trying to figure out like which sport's gonna stick. So
Yeah.
for Henry, it's baseball. Is that his?
Yeah,
Like,
but he plays football too and basketball.
oh,
Yeah.
okay. He's taking all 3 of them like at least for a while, and then see which one.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna let him pick one sport until he's like junior high.
Is that how it works? I
Well,
don't even know.
I've
My
just been
son's
told.
5.
I remember getting advice. I can't even remember who it was. I feel like maybe Ian Kinsler, Michael Young. I mean, those guys told me like from when Henry was young, when he was born, like,
Yeah.
don't let him specialize.
Try to.
Want him to be a well-rounded.
That's a lot of
know
work
what I
for
mean?
parents.
Oh my gosh, it's so much work. The cat.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like.
Because we're doing that
Yeah,
now.
when you heard Tyler talk about it, it's
Yes.
she's the one driving into late night games
Oh
and
my
taking
gosh,
to early
and
practices.
hockey's another level.
Oh,
and with
yeah.
that gear, like I still haven't figured out how to like lace up the skates and
Yeah.
everything, but there's going to be a lot of time.
Yeah,
when
so we're
Kelly's
just
not there to
playing
do
it all right now. I mean, baseball is his favorite.
Yeah.
But we're playing it all right now.
Okay.
So
Okay, that's like
we'll see.
We're doing soccer, and then he had his very first baseball game yesterday.
okay, how was it?
It was. I mean, I was like crying.
It's adorable, first of all.
It's adorable.
adorable.
And like our lives revolve around sports so much, and they have for so long, just watching professional athletes that, you get to know, but it's not your damn kid.
Right.
I've never watched him play baseball until yesterday, and I just felt like a dork, like sitting there kind of like not letting, I'm kind of just
That's
crying. I
not
didn't
a
want
dork,
anybody to
no.
see. But it's just so cute. And
Yeah.
it's just, they're playing like, half coach pitch, half T-ball. So the coach will pitch like 3
Yep.
pitches, and then you bring in the T if they don't get a hit. And he got a hit off the coach, so we were all freaking out, and he just stood there. He just stood there, like threw his bat down and was like,
super
yeah.
proud,
And
yep.
then he got thrown out on first because he didn't run.
He didn't run.
So, we're putting the pieces together.
Yeah.
But I felt like it was really fun. It was really exciting. And I'm really hoping they still let kids play youth sports because,
know.
Obviously the numbers are not going in the right direction here in Dallas or Fort Worth. So we'll see. But it just, it just made me all really excited. And he's doing baseball, soccer, and then hockey. He's not on a hockey team yet. We're still just trying to get him comfortable skating because that's the hard part. Once you, and they want to just play hockey. They don't want to learn to skate.
Yeah.
So he's playing hockey all the time in the yard and all of that. And then once he feels comfortable on his skates, we'll try to get him on a team. But it's a really exciting like time.
Yeah,
when
it's
when
fun.
they're just getting
it's
into
super
all of
fun,
it.
right? And then it becomes to where it becomes so much more competitive,
Yeah.
and then they get put in these pressure situations, and
Oh.
your heart, you're just like you just want them to do well, like you just And
I don't know that I can handle it.
It's a lot. I can't imagine what it's like for. Professional athletes who your wife or your kids or whatever, they have to watch that, and then you come up short, and then the criticism you take, like you get
social
the
media and all
smallest
the
little
announcers.
taste of it on
Yeah.
on a level like this. Like in the older they get, the worse it gets, I would assume. And so you just start to realize like how difficult it is to be in those competitive situations, in the highest leverage situations, in the, the best leagues in the world and all that kind of stuff. It's like, holy shit, these, that's some serious
It really
pressure.
is.
I mean, it's not 9U baseball they're playing out there.
I can't even imagine. And it's crazy to think he's like, Ryder's just getting started and there's so much more left to be written. We have no idea what'll happen.
So
Maybe
much.
nothing. Maybe, he won't really hit his stride in any of them or not love them, but he's very interested in sports. So it's fun right now. Lastly, we do have another sponsor and they have a really exciting event coming up for 4th of July. I don't know about you, but like we have no 4th of July plans because there's like nothing going on and it's really sad. But people are getting creative with things that they can do. So we are working with Zach Brown. Yes, Zach Brown, the country music star. He has a delicious new wine called Z. Alexander Brown Uncaged. Google it and you can find out all about it. He is a very big wine guy, just like us. We're wine people here on the Mom Game.
Yes.
So it's a perfect fit for us. His passion's bringing people together, not only through his music, but through food and wine. It's something that he's very passionate about. He is involved in every step of the process in creating this wine. There are some fabulous reds like the Cabernet Sauvignon, the proprietary red blend, and Pinot Noir, along with the bright tropical Sauvignon Blanc and a full-bodied Chardonnay. So a little bit of everything for whatever you're feeling during this hot summer. All can be found at your nearest store, wherever wines are sold. Go to the website for more, zalexanderbrown.com. It's 100% Zach, from flavor and style to the label on the bottle with the swooping owl. And he does have a big event coming up. We actually love Zach Brown, and I got Kelly concert tickets to go see Zach Brown for our wedding present, like for his wedding present.
Yeah.
And every time, like I ended up having to cancel that one because of the hockey season, and then he came back in town, and then Kelly couldn't go, blah, blah. We've never seen him. We buy tickets and have to cancel every time and sell our tickets. So I'm really excited about this because he is an artist that is also going to be doing a virtual concert.
Oh, so you will get to go to a
So
concert.
we can go.
Really?
I don't see any reason why we would need to cancel. So it's going to be on Friday, July 3rd. They are kicking off the 4th of July weekend with Zach Brown Band to support the mental health and well-being of nation's heroes through Zach Brown's passion project, Camp Southern Ground. So it's a really good cause. The live stream acoustic performance by Zach Brown Band is free. 100% of the donations support Camp Southern Ground's warrior programs to care for the mental health and well-being of veterans. So we'll sign on for that. I'm sure that's what we'll be doing. It's free, but then obviously
What time
if
is
you're
the
enjoying
concert?
the music, then you can donate. It doesn't say here, but if you want to find out more, go to campsouthernground.org for more information. That's campsouthernground.org for more information. Friday, July 3rd. I'm sure it's like a 6-7-ish kind of thing, but we'll see. So I really think that's what we're going to be doing for the 4th of July. Just that, like maybe swimming in the pool. We're not going anywhere. Tyler was talking about it. Like Kelly's basically been told to stay home at this point, so he's not the part of the problem when they're trying to bring guys back in and get everybody going again. So that's a big thank you to another one of our new sponsors. And other than that,
Yeah, well, I want to say thank you to another one of our new sponsors,
Yes.
which is Cutting Edge Cryo. And I actually went there today on my way here.
did?
So I've had my 3rd treatment
Okay.
on like just my midsection. And what they do is they put, it's called CryoSkin. And what they do is it's like, that gel they put on when you get a sonogram.
yeah, like real kind of cold.
What is it
thick
like?
gel?
Yeah, jelly stuff.
Yeah.
And then they have this wand and then they warm up your skin for 2 minutes and then they freeze it for like 18.
Okay.
And so it doesn't burn. It freezes the fat cells. And so every time I've measured, my first treatment, I lost 2.5 inches. So they measured 3 places on your midsection.
Mm-hmm.
The second time I lost 1 3/4 inches, and then this time I lost 1 1/4 inches.
Oh my gosh.
And so
Magic.
I'm loving it. Like it's supposed to be, the machine that they have is not the cool sculpting, which you hear a lot about. It's a different type of machine, but kind of the same concept.
Okay.
So anyway, they've been awesome, and I know you're waiting to go in and see them, but I have been as soon as he reached out to us. I was like, I am on board. I want to give it a try. And so
That's
I'm
great.
3 in. I think I've got a few more to go. So
So do they?
wait
So
to
do you
see.
lose that while you're there? Like they
you
measure you
lose-
right after, or like the
Yes.
next week?
Nope, right after.
Oh my
Right
gosh.
after. And then then you're just supposed to drink a lot of water, but you're not supposed. You can't eat 2 hours before, and you can't eat 2 hours after.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's on my list.
Yes.
As soon as
So thanks to the
I'm all
folks
healed
at Cutting Edge Cryo in the Colony. It was a little bit of a hike, but like I said a couple weeks ago, like I don't care. I'll drive 45 minutes
Oh, for sure.
each way to get some fat
Why
cells
not?
burned off.
Yeah.
I'm in. Sign me up. Sign
No
me
kidding.
up. Okay, next week are you headed out of town this week?
I was,
So-
but we're not going anymore.
Oh, that's right, because Kelly can't.
Yeah. We're just gonna stay put.
Lay low.
We're
Okay.
gonna lay low.
All right.
But yeah, we're here next week. So.
Next week it'll be me and you. Lord knows what shit will have transpired in the last
sure a lot.
7 days that
Yep.
we'll have plenty to talk about. All right. Thank you guys so much for hanging with us. Hope you enjoyed Tyler and his sweet, cute, darling girlfriend, Kate. We appreciate you guys always for hanging with us, especially if you've made it this far. Reach out to us on social media, Instagram at The Mom Game, Facebook, Mom Game.
Yep.
And
Mom
then
Game
Twitter at The Mom Game 1. So thanks so much for being with us. Have a great week, you guys.
We'll
Until
see you
next
later.
time.
Thanks for watching.
Mom Game out. Bye.